that was unearthed from one of our historic Underground Railroad sites, Timbuktu. There was a reason why that shoe was unearthed at that time. The soul of the soul was a triggering point for me to understand yet own my role of responsibility, tell the story, to walk, and to write why we walk. We walk to hear the untold stories of the many that feared us to tell. We talk to learn how our ancestral roles contributed to the Underground Railroad. We walk to hear how various communities played vital roles in the road to freedom. We walk to learn and better understand resilience and steps taken by freedom seekers to break the yokes of bondage. We walk to feel what was felt by the many that went through before us, if only for a moment.
It's about this museum and what it symbolizes and what it means for all of us. It is a testament to our history, it's a testament to the perseverance of our people, but it also is a testament to when people of all faiths and ethnicities come together, that you can continue to make change in this world. It was fitting that when Debbie was speaking, the actual train was going past us when she started her speech here. And it is fitting because that train keeps going and keeps rolling still today. We're still on that path to a more just and equitable society. It takes all of us to be in a position to do that. And those who made it their vocation and their passion to continue to talk about and preserve our history so we are never destined to repeat it, but to learn from it and to grow from it. That is what makes our community stronger. For all of those board members and reenactors and supporters and walkers, I should have stood, because I did walk with you that day. We did that long walk from Timbuktu to Broken City. My feet still hurt, but it was worthwhile to us to do that. And it was important because to walk in those steps, and hear the story as we ended with our Harriet Tubman reenactor, who walked with us on that journey and hear about it. Think about that was the path that our ancestors took, that so many took. So many conductors who still walk among us today, conducting us to a better place. God bless you for never forgetting the passion and commitment of those who were stalwarts of the Underground Railroad, and your commitment to ensuring that this history will never be forgotten, that will always be preserved, and generations upon generations will continue to learn from it.
Back in 2019, when I became an elected official, I had, believe it or not, a farmer come to me and say, I think we have some Black history here in Esham, and we need to uncover it, because they literally buried it away in the woods. And I was floored. It meant everything to me to pursue this, to understand it, and to find our Black history, because I know that it existed in Esham. So, COVID happened, social justice happened, but more than anything, our history still mattered. It has been just kind of my motivation and just straight determination to make sure that the Black history, the 5 underground railroads that exist in Esham, continue to be celebrated, lifted, and now recently the Kenilworth Milford Burial Cemetery now will be preserved and held under care of Esham Township later into 2024. That were people who built a community of schools and churches and homes that got buried literally in the woods. And I say this because we have this wonderful Black Road Preserve that is known as a park that's passive space that people recognize and celebrate. We spent thousands of dollars of grant money to take care of open space, but we forgot our own history here in Esham. So we are working through grant dollars now to have a Black History Trail in Esham. We're part of the Underground Railroad in Eastham, that we can celebrate you, support you, and make sure we keep telling the stories that we do have responsibility to continue. So thank you.
Anybody that knows me knows of my love of history. And for us here in Burlington County, that history is rich, made richer by the Underground Railroad Museum, Dr. Still's house, Timbuktu, the site of an American Revolutionary War battle that will be celebrated later this month. But we also know that for too long, a lot of this history wasn't told. And that's not right. Jackie Robinson once said, one's life is unimportant except how it impacts other lives.